Hey everyone, Fox Hunter N313 here, aka Pokemon Master Ricky. Today I'm going to be bringing you my thoughts and such on the PlayStation 4, which, if you watch my previous video, the unboxing, then you'll have seen that I was a winner of the Taco Bell Gold PlayStation 4 giveaway. I'm very grateful for having won one of the 6,500 that they gave away. And I'm very, very satisfied with the system. It wasn't necessarily a console I was planning on getting, at least not at anytime soon, because there's not really a ton of games that's out, and so yeah, there wasn't much of a reason for me to want to go out and buy either that or the Xbox One. But having been given one, I can get those games, those few that are out there, and anticipate what's coming down the pipe. Now, before I get into the topic of the video, firstly, this channel will have multiple contributors, at least two more that I know of. They're close friends of mine, and there may be more in the future, but for now, just two others besides myself. And for those who don't know me, I used to have another channel. It's still out there for those who want to check out my older content. It was called Pokemon Master Ricky. That was the name of the YouTube channel, all one word. And I covered mainly Nintendo news, but I occasionally dabbled into other topics. But on this channel, I'll just be talking about everything gaming that interests me, and maybe occasionally anime. I don't think I'll do movies, but I might change my mind on that. But yeah, so that's sort of the introduction. Now, on to the Gold PS4. There's not much I can say about the system that hasn't already been said. The Gold PS4 is the same as any other PS4, despite, the only difference being the paint job, of course. The system came with the Uncharted Remastered Collection, or the Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, whatever it's called. And it came with 1 year membership for PlayStation Plus, which is really cool. I didn't have PlayStation Plus, never have had it, but now I do. And I was able to take advantage of their free game thing, and I got a game called Dragon Fin Soup, which I haven't really played that much. It's sort of an indie-looking game. But yeah, going on to the system and the features, I haven't explored every single feature that the system has. Mostly just the gaming aspect, and I've used it to watch some Blu-rays and a couple of DVDs. It does play Blu-ray and DVD playback very well. It upscales DVDs nicely. Blu-rays look good on it. One thing that I'm satisfied about the system, or was kind of surprising in a sense, is that the fan doesn't get too loud. Now, I had a PS3, or have a PS3, and after 30 or 40 minutes of gameplay, that sucker really kicks into high speed, and it sounds like a jet engine. And maybe the PS4, after time, when it kind of gets older, maybe it'll make a loud racket as well. But for now, it's really quiet. It's not as quiet as the Wii U, but it's pretty close, which was surprising, given how much power is in the system. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. The controller is a lot better, in my opinion, than the DualShock 3 controller. I have bigger hands, or my hands are bigger, I guess, than most, maybe. And the DualShock 3 controller is just way too small, and the DualShock 4 is a lot more comfortable to hold. It's about the perfect size, so I really like that. But yeah, on to the features, or back to the features I was talking about. The features I've used the most have been gaming, the Blu-ray, and I've used some of the image sharing. One thing I like too about the system is that when you get a trophy, it screenshots the moment that you earn it, and you can upload it to social media, which is really cool. I'm a bit of a trophy hound, so I like that aspect of it. Now, like I said, I haven't delved into every feature, so those are really the ones that I've played around with, and from those experiences, it's most satisfactory. Now, onto the game, the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. Now, of course, these are PS3 games that have been remastered. They run in 60 frames per second, 1080p. I don't have a 1080p TV. I have 720p. But the games look great on them. I played bits and pieces of the original versions on PS3, and they definitely look better and run better and play better. These are games I wasn't necessarily a fan of the first time around, but going back to them now with all the enhancements, they make the games a little bit more accessible, I guess, or a little bit more responsive in terms of the controls and everything, because that's what it's really all about in a game like that is responsiveness. It is, at its core, it's a third-person cover-based shooter, so you have to be able to react fast to things that are going on. So I'm happy to say that from that perspective, it works really well. The games still have some issues, especially like with Uncharted Drake's Fortune. You have enemies that'll run up behind your cover, which can be very annoying. But yeah, enemies have a tendency to really run up behind your cover in the first game. It's a lot less of an issue in the second game, but it rears its head again in the third, which is interesting and kind of curious. I think the way that they designed the enemy AI in the third game was to try to demonstrate the combat system, which is similar to what you'll find in like Assassin's Creed or the Batman games. But it doesn't work as well in a shooter where you have enemies that are, they're taking cover and shooting at you while one or two guys try to lure you out into a fist fight. So I really wish they had tweaked that for the remasters. But it is what it is, and it's really not an issue on easier modes. It's something that you'll encounter more, or it'll be more of an issue if you're playing on hard or crushing, or the new difficulty that they added, which is brutal mode. And in brutal mode, you have a limited amount of ammo, or you pick up a limited amount of ammo from every enemy that you kill, and you can only take one or two shots before you die. So it's a lot more, well, it's more brutal than even like crushing. So I like the new difficulty. It is very hard, but I like that they added it in there. They also added a speedrun mode into all three games, and you can try and get the best times on each level. And they added a set of new achievements, or not achievements, trophies for each game. They're like side trophies that are not required to get the platinum. But yeah, they're pretty much the same in all three games, with a few minor differences. But they're welcome additions. Now, the continuous speed run, it feels kind of tacked on, to be honest. For instance, when I saw that was in there, my initial thoughts were, okay, if you play this, it takes away all the cutscenes, all the scripted moments, and it just lets you, run from start to finish. And, it's the same game, but you strip away all the stuff that slows you down. But it's not like that at all. Instead, the cutscenes and all that are still there, and it's all factored into, your final time. So it doesn't feel as fleshed out as it could be. It feels like something they just really threw in there. And, yeah, now I've platinumed the first Uncharted game with relative ease. There was some glitches you can take advantage of that allow you to use some of the cheats and get through it a little bit quicker. So yeah, but overall the games made the transition pretty well. Obviously, there's no online multiplayer in any of the three games. There is early access to the Uncharted 4 beta or whatever, which is pretty cool, and that comes out pretty soon. I think it's in December is when it's coming out, so I'll probably check that out. But yeah, now I've during Black Friday, or the Black Friday sale, I went on Walmart.com and I ordered Bloodborne and I ordered Lego Jurassic World. Now, Lego Jurassic World is a game that's pretty much on every system, but I wanted to play the PS4 version, and they had it on sale, so I was like, well, why not? So with Bloodborne, though, I'll get to see what a game made from the ground up for the PlayStation 4 is like. And I think my next big purchase will probably end up being Fallout 4. That's one of the games I'm most excited about playing on the current gen systems. Eventually, I'll end up getting probably the PS4 version of Metal Gear Solid 5, which I played on the PS3 and got the platinum on that. But I want to play the current gen version. But yeah, so overall, satisfied with the system, satisfied with the games. The collection, or the bundle, I should say, is still available. Not the gold, PlayStation 4, but you can get the bundle minus the PlayStation Plus membership. I think it was 300 this past week. It might still be 300, but I don't know. And if not, it'll be like 350. And they have both the physical and digital version of the bundle. And you get 3 games, for basically the price of one. I think it's probably one of the better bundles that's out. They do have the Star Wars Battlefront bundle, which is cool in the respect that it has older games that you can download, like some of the PS2 Star Wars games. But Battlefront itself is not that good, so I really think the Uncharted collection is the one to go with, or the Uncharted bundle, if you're looking to get a PlayStation 4 right now. I'm not aware of any other bundles, but one might be escaping my memory right now, but those are the ones that I know of. So, yeah. But overall, great system. As terms of recommending it to people, it's a little bit difficult. I would say for people who didn't have a PlayStation 3, or maybe did have a PS3 and missed out on exclusives, a lot of the exclusives like Uncharted or The Last of Us or some of these other games that they've remastered. If you missed out on the first time around and you're wanting to get a next gen system because you want to play, Fallout 4 or Batman or something like that, then it's worth picking up. If you're someone though who had a PS3 and played every single, exclusive, which I don't know how many people that would be, but that I can't recommend it as much unless, you're just going to use it as a third party box, which is mainly probably, if I bought my PS4 and paid money for it, that would be what I would be buying it for, would be third party games, but that's just me. But overall, I think it's a pretty good value. So yeah, so anyways folks, thanks for listening, watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.